Hey everybody, I have another Nendoroid doll. This is Edward Elric from the Full Metal Alchemist series. He retailed for about $90, which is kind of a lot. It's probably because he has a lot of layers, even though his clothes is pretty simple overall. See all the different poses that he can make and a quick overview of what we're going to be expecting. So right out of the packaging, a lot of Nendoroid dolls come with the same thing. So like these two pamphlets, one is about how to care for the doll, keeping it out of warm areas so that the clothes don't stain the doll. This one is about everything the doll comes with, and then some images on how to assemble certain parts. So like you're gonna get a longer and shorter neck peg, a few different options for how to stand the doll, and then some assembly tips. So because it's a Nendoroid doll, it is compatible with most Nendoroid parts. The one thing I don't like about Nendoroid dolls is that they don't come with other faceplate options, which really sucks for original characters, but Edward here does already have a Nendoroid, so I might end up ordering different faces for him. We'll see. And then this is the base that Nendoroid dolls come with. It's magnetic, but also extremely reflective. It's like a mirror. Here are those extra neck pegs, and then sort of base options as well. Here is the doll. He's about 5.5 inches tall, so he's pretty small, palm size. It looks like he's on the boy body. What's really special about him is his metallic arm, a completely new piece. He has a default fist on each hand. I think this little piece right here, you can pull it out and then also just put in a different position. There you go. The ponytail is also posable, can go front and back and also swivel. And there's a lot of posability with these dolls. You can see right there in the ankle, in the knees, at the hips, the chest joint is really nice. And then the heads can only really go front and back. They can't go to the side. So both the feet of the doll and all the footwear have magnets on the bottom that make them stick to the base. So sometimes you won't even need any sort of grip for the figure. Sometimes you can get them to stand on their own with the base. I will be using this one though, just because he has a lot of layers. Another popular option is the peg that will stick through this hole in their back, and all the clothes also has a hole for that peg. So going through the clothes, he has his very iconic red jacket, and this is all super duper tiny. Also, it's always very well made, you can see, but just on such a tiny scale. But they do usually have little accessories right here, like this is a little plastic metallic piece for his little shirt, and you can also see the hole back here for the peg. His tiny little pants have a little metallic chain. This is actual metal, and this is also a little metal belt buckle. Of course, the belt isn't functioning and it's sewn in place, but it's super duper tiny. And then he has this little tank top. He has two different right hand options, this opened metal hand and a closed gloved fist. And this is for both hands, sort of clasped together, as if he's doing alchemy. So before I dress the figure, I want to show you guys that these boots specifically, I'm going to have to remove his actual foot because there's a peg on here. So you can just pull the foot out by the joint and just attach the peg that's in the boot. So I've only got his pants and boots on for now, but I do think it's really cool that for each layer of clothing that you add on, you can kind of think of it as sort of a different outfit. Sometimes he'll just be wearing, well, no shirt. You could add just the tank top, but then you can also layer that with the long sleeve shirt, and then finally with the red jacket. Here he is fully dressed. I think he's super cute, especially because of how small he is. You can see right here compared to my hand. And then also, if you have him standing upright, he usually doesn't need any extra support. Do a quick little turnaround of his outfit. And then right now I'm actually going to try to pose him as closely as I can to how he looks on the front of the box. This means I'll have to switch out his hand, so super duper simple, and most of the joints also are very easily detachable. Just pull it out and stick the new hand in there. I don't really think they expect you to be switching out parts super often, especially like Nendoroids. People usually keep them in one position for a while and just periodically switch them out. I do have a Nendoroid doll that I switch out her parts all the time, and because of that, a lot of the hands have become kind of loose and they won't really stay in, so that is something that can happen if you switch out their parts really often. I did mention that this is all removable just like a Nendoroid, so you can switch them out with other Nendoroids or dolls. What I like to do is just stick all the extra parts in there for funsies, just to keep track of them. I actually think this is pretty similar. I even rotated his little ponytail so that it could be peeking from the side like in the picture. But yeah, these dolls are super posable, super cute. I really do like the proportions, which is why I'm kind of addicted to buying these. And I'm really glad that Edward is getting some attention here, especially as a Nendoroid doll, but hopefully this means more Full Metal Alchemist figures, because I feel like they're kind of few and far between, especially these days. But I will leave the information for where I got mine. I'm actually not sure if you can still get it right now, but thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!